My name is Chris. I'm from Australia. I've lived here for 8 years. I have a son. He's 4 years old that lives 10 minutes away from me, and I don't get to see him. I came to Norway for love. I met a Norwegian in Australia. We fell deeply in love. I chased her back here. I proposed. We got married. We had many great years together and were blessed with a beautiful son named Bastian. As they do, our marriage didn't work out. And now that woman I once loved has basically kidnapped my son. In this country as a father, I have no rights, irrelevant of being a foreigner or not, which certainly doesn't help. The Barnevernet will not help me. They feel that there is no reason to involve themselves. They tell me that they are only here to protect the rights of the children, except the right to samvær, or visitation. Yet they do nothing but deny the children's rights by doing nothing, like in my situation, or the other extreme, by forcing themselves into the lives of loving families, separating children from their parents and siblings, to be taken away by force by the police, often being drugged to calm them down, taken away like criminals and leaving destroyed families in their wake. I have been allowed to see my son for about 5 minutes in almost the last 18 months. I have a samvær-avtale, or custody agreement as we call it, that allows me to see my son every second weekend, but that has not been the case for a very long time. I went to the police for help and was told, get a lawyer. I went to almost every lawyer in my town and was met with the same response at almost every place. As I was working part-time, I was not entitled to free Rets help, or legal aid as the English-speaking community know it. I was told I would need about 100,000 krona, and it may be more. I was told that once I paid at least 50,000 krona, then they would begin with the paperwork and actually put pen to paper. So without the money for a lawyer, after a nasty divorce that left me with next to nothing, there was nothing I could do. It states in norsk loven, capital 6, samværet, paragraph 42, barnet sin rett til samvær. Barnet har rett til samvær med begge foreldre. That means all children have the right to have both parents in their life.
Right.
Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case. The police refuse to acknowledge or uphold that particular law in this case. The Barnevernet, the so-called Children's Protective Services, refuse to acknowledge the particular right of children, which means mothers can do whatever she chooses. This means she can deny visitations, phone calls, time together at Christmas and birthdays. But as fathers, with our pockets full of money, there's nothing we can do about it because the laws are so far behind the times.
Right.
That is until, as a father, the sadness from not seeing such a special and important part of our life starts to affect us to the point where you find yourself without a job. So this fantastic system will allow you, as a now unemployed, saddened father, the luxurious amount of 19 hours of legal help to fight the battle of a lifetime to simply be allowed in your child's life. So many people take things like telling your child you love them, giving them a hug or a kiss, having the ability to let them know you haven't forgotten them for granted. As a father that has the terrible misfortune of having to bury 2 of my children, I must say that it is truly much worse to have to go through this situation where you have to carry on every day like things are normal, not knowing, wondering, waiting, and just hoping that it'll all work out, but never getting to see the child you love so dear. So many of us out here today have to deal with this pain and heartache on a daily basis. Yet we still have to carry on with normal life, while not knowing how or where our children are. Let me tell you, that takes some real strength. So don't underestimate yourself, parents. But this is unacceptable in this day and age, in a country as well off as Norway. How can this go on? How can the politicians of this great country keep turning a blind eye to the atrocities that are being committed on a daily basis?
Exactly.
As I said, I'm a father that has gone through every parent's worst nightmare, twice. It's not something any parent should ever have to go through. It's not something I would wish upon my worst enemy. But the Barnevernet is causing this exact feeling on about 240 parents every year. I asked the awful question once, How many children die within the care of the Barnavana system every year? I was absolutely horrified when I heard the answer. Approximately 120 children die every year within the Barnavana system.
Outrage.
Seriously, please, take a moment to truly comprehend these figures. This is the equivalent of maybe 2 school buses, or perhaps 4 or 5 classrooms full of children every single year. This is one of the most horrific and disturbing things I have ever heard. I'm sorry to put it like this, folks, but I feel it's important for the Norwegian people to truly comprehend this situation. This is almost double the amount of children that was killed at Utøya every year. It's as simple as this. Something has to change. The entire EU has recently changed their laws to protect the rights of children by introducing the 50-50 custody agreement upon divorce. As we say in Norway, nok er nok. Enough is enough. We say to Norway, it's time to wake up. It's time to see what's really going on. It's time to hear the people. We are not standing here alone. Have a look around you. We are here in numbers, standing as one. Not only that, but the whole world is watching. And for what? Because we, the people, standing together as one, today united around the world, beg you to do what is right. Give the children their rights and their parents. Give the children of Norway a real future. Please. Politicians of Norway, hear the people. Your Royal Highness, King Harald, King of Norway, you are a father. As a father and a king, how can you allow these things and these atrocities in your magnificent country? The children deserve better.
Yes!
We say to Norway, it's time to climb out of the Stone Ages when it comes to these archaic family laws that cause so many families heartache, pain and loss. It's time to make a dramatic change to the way this country tears apart families with physical force from the police and the drugging of children as they're being torn from the arms of their loving parents. It's time to join the modern world. You were elected by the people, so how about this time you start listening to the people? I love my son with all my heart, and I'll keep fighting for his rights and the rights of all the children in Norway, to have both parents in their life, to make a change to this so-called Children's Protective Services Barnavana. How many more children must die before someone says, that's enough?
Make it none.
Thank you for your time. I fight this battle for my son Bashan, and I love you and I miss you, buddy. Now, I've been asked to play a song here today. I played this one at my daughter's funeral, and I also played it at a concert for parents who lost children. So this song is for all the children that have missed their lives. See if I can play it later. Technical. In that bag. The brown one.
Ja, men ikke hold det over nu. Vi må ikke holde det over utstyret, det er mikser.